landscape. But sometimes I look around, especially if I've been traveling, and I think, no, 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 no. I think the landscape is really a big influence on who we are, on what we eat, on how we decorate, on how we recreate, and how we live. And so my challenge for everyone today is to get to know your landscape, both the biotic and abiotic components. So, hello, Ren. So both the living and non-living components, and do something creative, smash art that really requires no actual artistic abilities. Not that I think field journaling does anyway. But I'm gonna demonstrate a couple of ways to do some really fun smash art, because our artwork, our ancestors made colors, they made paints, they knew how to do these things without going to the store and buying supplies. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples of some rock art that I've been doing lately. And this is with smashed up rocks. This one's probably a little bit fainter, but I actually have three colors. I have a gray stone, I have a red stone that I just smashed up into a little bit of powder, and I'll show you how to do that, and just added a little water. And I'll close this one. And the next one's kind of fun. Again, this is just with a rock paint I made, just smashing up this little bit of red rock into a powder. It's probably got iron oxides in it, and it's a sandstone sedimentary type rock, so it breaks up and crumbles and smashes into a powder really easily. And this is my fun little salamander. And so I'm going to demonstrate for you how to do this process. All you need is the rock or two that you want to smash. If you collect a couple of different colors, like some gray, soft, gray rocks, brown rocks, red rocks, taking a walk around your landscape, around your garden, around your driveway, see what you can find. Then you can either use a larger rock in which to smash them, or a hammer, which I find works pretty well. I am wearing glasses. If you don't wear glasses, you want to be really cautious with this activity. And I'm not sure if you'll see totally down here, but I'm just going to take my rock and my hammer, and I'm going to tap it. If I pull it up here, you can see a little bit better. There's someone else trying to get in. Here we go. And I'm just going to smash it down until it makes powder. And it really doesn't take long to do that with a little piece of rock. And I didn't grab anything really big to smash. Then what I'm going to do is just take a paintbrush. If you don't have a paintbrush, you can use a leaf or some grasses. You can figure out how to make something. I just add a little bit of water to it until I've got sort of a paste. And then, oops, there go my flowers. I can add this to a piece of paper and start painting a landscape here of my own design or some other kind of design. I have a nice bit of the red rock already smashed up in here. I spent some time powdering it down a little bit extra. And when I add a little bit of color to the red rock, compared with the gray, I get a really nice contrast here. I could maybe make a nice little river scene or some trees, some mountains, whatever I'd like, just using the colors right off the landscape. And it's really a lot of fun too. So the next smash art type project I wanted to show you that you could do for field journaling and getting to know your landscape has to do with the plants on your landscape. And there's a couple of different ways you can do the smash art, and I'll show you a couple of pictures. This is a flower and a leaf just pounded between a couple of pieces of paper. And you can pound with a rock or a hammer to get those colors out. It works really well. And then the other one, this one was very brightly colored for a while, and it has started to fade. But this was a painting I did just with what I could find on the forest floor. And there were yellows and browns and reds, all different colors. And this was not pounding. It was really just taking my hand and smushing it onto the paper until I got an image that I wanted. And I just had a lot of fun playing with the colors. So you can try this pretty easily. You can use your field journal, you can use a piece of paper, and see what is growing on your landscape. What's alive and growing? What colors are out there? I had found some purple. I hope it shows up on the screen. I have some pink from my landscape. And again, some of this really nice purple. These are growing out front. And I'm just doing some nice colors. Maybe this will be a background for something else, or it'll just be something that I write over, writing my thoughts for the day. And then to do the smash art, I can put down a petal or a flower and take a small hammer or a stone. And I'm just gonna lightly pound this. Works better between paper, but you won't see what's happening if I do that. And you can see that I started to get the impression of the flower. And this works really nicely with green things too, like something like a dandelion leaf, which I'm gonna put between two pieces of paper. I stuck the dandelion leaf in here. And then I am going to smash it with a hammer all over. Edges. I have a cat in the way. I will try not to hit the cat with, with anything here. And I'm going kind of quickly. I'm sure that you would go much slower than I did, but when you're going quickly, you can make some interesting smash art impressions just with a green leaf.
Can you hold it back a little bit?
Pardon me?
Can you hold it back a little bit?
Sure.
Because it's coming out a little dark. It's kind of hard to see the paper.
Okay. Does that help?
Hold it in the sun. I think it would show more.
This has a little bit too much pounding to it. I might have been a little ambitious with my hammer. But of course, even just taking these nice green leaves and making some green color on the paper, I can make a tree, I can rub it into whatever design I would like, and I start to get some really nice color just off of what I can find around me on the landscape. So does anyone have any questions about the rock art or the smash art? No? That's pretty good. All right. So I do have a prompt challenge for you today as well. Before you get started with your field journal or taking pictures with your Seek application, is to just get outside and just sit for a minute. See what rocks are around you. I want you to, it could be a flower or a plant, but sometimes we don't want to pick too much. But if you could pick up a rock and just sit and hold it, you can watch the sky, watch the wind blowing in the trees, and just start noticing what thoughts come to you. And then you can jot those down in your journal after a few minutes. And then look and see if you can pick up a different rock, something totally different, maybe from another spot on the other side of the property or the other end of the driveway. And sit with that rock for another few minutes. Watch the sky, see what thoughts come to you, take a look at the rock. And I challenge you, because you may be really surprised to find that there's a lot of history in these rocks, and they are very grounded, and you might actually have some very, very different thoughts given each rock in turn. So it's just a fun little exercise to tune in to where you are, to tune into your landscape, and give yourself the opportunity to actually explore your own thoughts out in nature, taking a time out from everything else in the world and taking a moment for yourself. It's hard to be there for everybody in the world if you're not there for yourself at some points during the day. So have fun field journaling, have fun making some of your own paints to use in your field journal, and take that little time out to spend some time with a rock. And that's really all I have today. I hope you all get outside and enjoy this nice weather. Any questions or comments?
No, thank you.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Thank you for tuning in, and feel free to, if you're using the Seek app or if you're making your own field journal, to take pictures. Please post on our Facebook, library or Cumming Nature Center, so that we can see what you come up with.
Cindy, are you familiar with the Seek app?
You know, Mary, this is so timely. I wasn't until last week.
Okay.
You're talking Seek by iNaturalist, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I actually tried it for the first time Friday, and I will tell you, it doesn't work as well to photograph insects as I think it will over time, because you know the automatic, like what it thinks it is, it goes to like the plant that the insect's on first. But I think that's more, as Seek progresses, it'll get better at understanding the spider is just one part of the bigger picture, and that's where we are. But no, it's a pretty cool little app, particularly for kids.
Yeah.
So I need to work with it a little more. I think I will do so.
Fun.
So it's you want the pictures on Facebook for both Wood Library and Cumming Nature Center?
Yeah, if you
Well, we can share them too. So
if you post to one, we can share it to the other.
Okay.
you could do an insect made with smash art.
True. Now I want to try the rocks. I'm just trying to think what rocks I have around that would be good to get some pigment.
Yeah, actually, a lot of those grayish colored rocks, just grayish and brown, small little rocks, they do make various hues and various pigments. But my favorite is definitely the red rock.
Yeah. Is that what you use for the salamander?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, the red rock. And,
Okay.
and it keeps its color really well too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I hope to see you again. We have one more session next week.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to that one as well. But I'm gonna get out in the woods because I've been on the computer all day. And I can't wait to get out there myself. So Thanks for coming,
Okay.
and we'll
Okay.
see you soon.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.